of the premier buildings of the King West area. For those of you who aren't overly familiar with this area, we are the true heart of King West. We're right across from TIFF. You couldn't get a better location. Walk out the door, walk down the street, you've got the best restaurants, the best nightlife, the best of everything, a stone's throw. A few minutes away, you've got the Bay Street lawyers, who will be the tenants if you are selling to investors, and all of the top producers of the city financially are within a 5-minute radius of this thing. So obviously we're hoping that the rents will be at the highest point here for your investors, but also for your end users. One of the key components is that we're building an amazing building. And that truly is the end product and what you're looking for your clients. So before I begin, I do want to introduce the greatest salespeople out, in the city who are going to be selling this to your clients. I got Annette Maniocha, Ariana Sarosh, and Danielle Deval. Please hold all applause for me. Sophia Pashni, right beside me, is the Director of Sales. And possibly the most important person who, after this night, don't bug me, is Natalia Diamond, the manager of this project. On the same token, give them all the credit. Don't give me anything. Without them, we wouldn't have any form of project here. And I tell you, your clients are in incredible hands. This is our star, our A team. We did it on purpose to make sure your clients would have a great experience. It's great to buy a great condo, but your clients also deserve the best experience because they are paying a certain amount of money for the units, and they deserve that great experience. So that's the sales team, and basically what's going to be happening is we're going to talk about the process in a second, but let's talk about the building for a second. Can you just click on the building? Maybe one of the renderings. So we have a great sales office here, and we've got this great little interactive display. We weren't going to show you too much about it, but from the interactive display, when your clients come in, they can touch screen it, and they can show different buildings, floor plans, everything is here for them. I will take you upstairs after, because we're going to have the launch of our social club, and you can use that. One of the key components of this project is the ability for you and your clients to use the social club, and your buyers who buy into this project automatically become members of what is called the Maverick Social Club, so they will have an automatic membership. But during the summer months and during hours that we'll tell you about a little bit later, you will be able to access the social club and use it at your discretion, again, during those open hours, to meet with your clients down here, to grab a cup of coffee, to grab a drink before you go out for dinner yourselves. We've created this as a place for you guys to also have downtown on King Street for your use and for your clients' use who are in here, which is an amazing thing.
I want to ask you.
What? Wait. Geez, you invite your mom to the event and she asks you all these questions. One of the most important things is allocations. The people in this room will be receiving specific units that you will be able to sell. And just so some of you know this already, what we've done is everybody is going to be receiving a small allocation. Once you sell that allocation, you'll go to the manager, Natalia, wherever she is, there she is, and we'll be getting secondary and third allocations that will come out eventually. Now, for those of you who have known me for a long time, you know that I started as a salesperson. I've been a real estate agent and a member of TREB for 27 years now. And so I've sat on your side of the table. I know what it's like. I know how hard you work, and I know how hard a lot of people, or I know how a lot of people don't realize how hard we work. So one of the things I wanted to make sure is you would be compensated correctly. So yes, there is the standard compensation, but I wanted you to be assured that half of that compensation will be paid out after 10% clears. So you don't have to wait till all 15% clears. And why I bring that up is, for your clients who also have to get something great, what we're doing is we're doing an extended deposit program over 365 days. So what it is you'll do your $10,000 with the offer, balance to 5% in 30 days, 5% in 90 days, and 5% in 365 days. So we've made it very easy for your clients to buy into this project. We know that lately we've been seeing 20s and 25% deposits hitting the thing. Because of Empire's long-standing history and the size of the company, we were able to secure more favorable conditions with our own financing, and which we in turn are dealing with you guys. Now that is for the 1 and 2 bedrooms. I do want to emphasize the 3 bedrooms do not have an extended deposit program. The other bonuses we're giving to your clients, and again, we're giving it to your clients, it's not going to go to the general brokers, is that a free assignment, and one of the big things, we are doing a cap on the closing costs, so we're automatically putting in, you don't have to ask for it, your clients don't have to ask for it, 12.5 for 1 bedrooms, 15 for 2s, and the other thing is we're doing the right to lease from occupancy. And we're building that right in. So I know a lot of times I'm always asked, when can I lease the property? We're allowing the right to lease from occupancy. There is a stipulation though, the 5% on occupancy ramps up to 10% if you want to exercise that right to lease. Again, we're back-ending that extra thing. Did I miss anything? I think that's all the bonuses. That's enough bonuses. Parking is incredibly limited, so for some of you who have already bought for yourselves, parking is $125,000 for parking spots. It is included, yeah, you can make your wows now, you can all do your wows now. It's incredibly limited, and I can already tell you that we did a friends and family event and we sold 5 parking spots at that number. There was no discount on that number. There is absolutely not 1 parking spot per unit. After the 3 bedrooms absorb their parking, there's only 10 additional parking spots for the entire building. So parking is included with the 3 bedrooms. We want to make sure, we know other buildings have not allowed parking at all, and some have not allowed parking with certain units. Parking is included with the 3s, and you can buy it with the 1s. For people that have traveled the world, and a lot of you know, when I look out in this room, a lot of you have lived in other parts of the world. You know that when I say $125,000 for parking, you go to New York or you go to London, and if I said 125, there'd be a scramble to see how many parking spots that they could sell. Toronto is not New York, but we're absolutely getting to that point, especially for those of you who had the pleasure of visiting Lantera yesterday. You know where the prices are going in Yorkville. I can tell you that we also did get all of our approvals for our Yorkville site, so we will definitely be in that price range or higher when we come out with our Yorkville project.